hold on. And when the pausing begins, what do you think about this shot?
It looks amazing. I wish there was a little less fog, but other than that, it looks
So,
great.
Lytle Baratheon? Oh my god. Like, I could have sworn they didn't show this headpiece in the first trailer and people were freaking out, or like maybe he just wasn't part of it. His armor and like his helm look awesome.
Yeah. It's kind of what you like what that people have said George wanted for like the original Game of Thrones, where they kind of stripped out all the like heraldry because they thought it'd be goofy. But that's
Mhm.
like so much of the charm.
I also guess we should say, are we going to be talking about spoilers in this trailer, or you want to just review it as is?
Oh. Um Honestly, I'm fine with either. It's up to you. People watching though might not want to be spoiled. They
I'm
might
I'm
just
I'm
want to
gonna I'm gonna say no spoilers. I'm gonna say no spoilers just to
okay.
keep it safe. And also, I guess you should introduce yourself. I think some people are
Oh,
gonna know who you
hello.
are. Uh,
I am Saint Wombo. I was Khan's emotional support animal when he was hacked. Um,
yes.
and now here I am.
And I
I
would say
make
we're.
YouTube
Hmm?
videos about. Sorry, what's up?
No, you go. You go. You go.
I make YouTube videos about Game of Thrones, and I'm gonna branch out into other stuff, probably mostly on the second channel though. But yeah,
All right, awesome. And I'm Constantine James. You guys know who I am. I would hope at least. All right, let's continue. I also just love this shot. Uh,
yeah, you can just see the adrenaline pumping through him.
yeah. Have you ever played like Dark Souls or Elden Ring by any chance?
I played Sekiro. That's it though.
Dunk reminds me of like in this shot, uh, how it feels to be like a level one when you start like Sekiro or Dark Souls or Elden Ring, where you're just like, what is going on? I love the adrenaline and like the mix of just pure fear and also like, all right, we're locked. It's a great shot.
Yeah, this makes me this is like how it felt like going into like a football game for the first time, like in high school. Just like you're absolutely like nerve wracked, but you're also like super excited, but also terrified.
Yeah, this is how it feels to when I talk to my girlfriend for the first time. All right, two, I guess.
So, Sir Duncan the Tall. How good a
I
night are
really
we?
like the was gonna say I really like the helmet POV shots, just through like the narrow slit in his visor, showing like kind of how limited his visibility is. But also we get that explanation from Arlen, like that, yeah, because you gotta have like protection.
Yeah, because and he says that like a lot of people like to look fancy, but if your face is open, you're vulnerable.
Yeah, and then like the visors or whatever, like he says like the slit is just way better because the visor can break, and then you got a lance in your face.
So, the reason I've stopped the the reason I've stopped this image here, what do you think about Baylor Breaksphere?
Um, I hate to upset some people, but he is too white. Like he's just too white. He's supposed to look like distinctly half Dornish, if not a little bit more, because like that's like part of the impetus for like the rebellion, or at least part of their justification for rebelling against the throne. That like they've interloped with Dorne, and there's a bunch of like Dornish men and women on Baylor's council.
Yeah, I agree, and this is kind of I guess ironic coming from me who's like the palest guy on earth, but he's just for me it's not even just the skin tone, it's the eye color. Like this Baylor has like blue eyes, right? And
Mm,
Baylor in the books is like described as having dark skin, dark hair, dark eyes, and like you said, a huge part of not only his character but the reason the realm is like a little shaky at this point is a lot of people are like super racist and don't like the Dornish and are like, oh, we don't want Baylor Breakspear in the throne. Like you're gonna sit a Dornish person in the Iron Throne. What is this? The woke
yeah.
agenda in Westeros? And like this guy just he doesn't fit that look. But as long as the actor does a good job and like is faithful to the character and spirit, I'll be able to like be all right. Like it doesn't destroy the show for me.
Yeah, definitely. And this was kind of my only I feel like this is like the only thing throughout the entire trailer that jumped out to me because
Hmm.
everything else just seemed to fit so well like what I pictured from the books.
Yeah.
Whereas not even just like the skin tone or whatever, but like he looks a lot older than I expected, which is okay, maybe I just read it wrong, but I kind of expected a more like this youthful look to sort of indicate that yeah, like this is a future king, like, and this is kind of a low key Prince Charming-esque character.
Yeah, I mean, I think a large part of his character, he always gave me like very early 30s, but like a young 30, not like a 30-year-old who's like just not in good shape, like a in shape 30-year-old. Um, and I think him looking so much older here definitely takes away a little bit of that charm. But
Yeah.
I don't want to say too much. I'm like about to spoil stuff. It's on like the tip of my tongue, and I'm just like,
Yeah, I will say for it is HBO, and so far, like they have knocked it out of the park with casting. So there,
yeah.
this guy could there's a good chance he gives us an incredible performance, and we're like, yeah, we don't care anymore.
Yeah, I mean
Although I
that's
will, yeah.
no, you go.
Sorry, go ahead. I was just gonna say, I do stand by. I think it is a flaw. Like it is a flaw that he is just. There's no like evidence of like Dornish blood in him because that is a like actual plot point in the story.
Yeah, I agree, and I really do hope it's one of those cases of like, oh, we had other people who looked more the part, but he just, when he read his lines, like that was Baelor Breakspear. I'm really hoping that's the case, and
Yeah,
I would bet it. I would bet it is. And I think more than anything, this point, it's like it stands out as like a potential negative for the trailer, only because I literally have nothing else to even talk about negatively.
yeah. Also, is that little like is that like a dagger, the thing at the bottom with like is that like a moonstone or
This,
whatever? Yeah.
I, I, I believe so. No, don't
This could just be me tying tying things together
don't
that
say
aren't
it.
at all. But I picture the moonstone from Mystery Night, if you know the one I'm talking about, the one that Waymard
Ooh.
Plum
I do know what
is
you're talking
wearing.
about. That's very interesting. I thought you were gonna go in the direction of is this the A Song of Ice and Fire dagger?
No, no. I've seen that dagger enough to where I know there it doesn't have that thing at the end of it.
I know
So hopefully we don't see that anywhere.
All Shift X and Glidus made a video like a few months back talking about how like at at the end of novella one, Baylor is just gonna drop a knife somewhere and it's gonna be the dagger. And just like, oh god, please.
Steely Pate's gonna make it.
Steely Pit. Jesus. Alright, I guess are you good to continue? Said you're at peace with Baylor?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
He's not woke enough. That's really what it comes down to.
You'll see.
It's this way. I really think they're nailing the humor of it because The Hedge Knight is a very funny novella, but the way I read it, and I'm sure this is the way you read it as well, is the parts where there's a lot of levity and like the really whimsical parts are so balanced out by the darker aspects of it where it nearly gives you whiplash when you're reading the novella, how it will go from like, oh, this is the hero's journey, this is a knight trying to do the right thing, and then just roll into like muck and despair and like it's like, oh shit, wait, this is a George R. R. Martin product.
Yeah, yeah. It's that like cruel reality coming back into focus every time. But yeah, I definitely got like that balance struck when I was reading it. And I will say for the trailer so far at least, uh I I don't think they actually like nailed the humor. And that is pretty subjective, so it's not really something I could argue out. But like I found all like the dunk and egg bits fairly funny. But like the oh, it's a hedge knight is a knight but sadder, like, it felt like it was trying to make me laugh a bit more often than it was succeeding. So I'm just hoping that the actual show proper will pull it off as well as the book, because the book did make me laugh like a lot.
The book's hilarious.
It's so fucking funny. Just Egg's attitude is just so fucking funny
Hmm.
because Dunk is like always bewildered and he's like, I'm gonna beat the shit out of you if you keep talking smack. And then he just never does because he doesn't have it in him. But you're left to wonder, like, why is this boy like so fucking sassy? And then you find out what, yeah, it's all
Yeah.
so good.
I think I guess we'll cross that road when we get there with the two women making fun of Dunk. But I think I would be willing to agree with you that the humor, it's still funny, at least in the trailer for me, but at least that scene comes off a little more unnatural compared to the book. But I think we're really splitting
Yeah.
hairs at that point.
Yeah.
All right, you got to continue.
Yeah.
Came for the tourney?
Journey is a contest for knights.
I just want to go back to this for a quick second. I really like the apple. I really like the apple. This is for the Fossilers,
Oh,
correct?
I'm not gonna lie, I did not even notice that that was an apple.
Yeah,
I just saw a
it's
big old circle.
I'm pretty sure these are the Fossilways. I could be wrong, but I believe so.
I have a hard time keeping a lot of the like smaller characters from Hedge Knight straight, but aside from like the Laughing Storm, someone who like stands out a lot.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is the Fossilways. I like that it just looks like they're just at a turning ground. They really nailed that part of it.
Yeah.
Good.
You a knight?
I'm no farmer.
Yeah, you've come dressed as one.
Sir, I could scribe you, and you could teach me.
What is this? Aang? Is this Aang from Avatar: The Last Airbender?
I believe so. He doesn't have his arrow tattoo yet, though. He hasn't learned how to airbend. You saw him practicing with that little spin move.
This is.
Yeah, there he is.
This is the
I
Avatar
like the
Aang
little like
classic.
kick he does.
Every knight needs a
Oh, hold on. What is this? Do they have sandwiches?
Looks like
Do they have sandwiches?
that's what I thought they were when I saw them, but they're like giant. Like it looks like they're actual like rolls of bread, like cut in half, and then they probably shove stuff
No,
in between.
there-
Like it is
there's-
literally, it would literally be a sandwich, but it's probably not. Probably
just
not the
a,
kind that we have.
A small thing. I like that Dunk's clothes don't really fit him properly. Because bro just like
Oh,
literally has
shit.
nothing.
I'm not gonna lie, I didn't even notice that, but yeah.
I noticed this on the
Nothing
spot.
fits.
He's like
That's
nothing fits
crazy.
him properly because he's probably wearing the same clothes since he was like 16 and he's grown. Or no, he's 17
Yeah.
in Hedgehog.
Or-
Yeah, he's grown.
Yeah. Or he stole Arlen's, or it's all Arlen shit,
It's
so it
just-
doesn't fit him properly.
Yeah.
Every knight needs a squire, and you look like you need one more than most.
How do you feel about the humor there? Does that work for you?
I like that one, yeah. But it's also like that's just straight from the books.
Yeah. I think as long as they stay true to the humor in Novella 1, they'll knock it out of the park with it being funny.
That'll be interesting to compare. I wonder if all the humor from the books is going to be like better than the stuff that they craft for the show, but we'll have to see.
I feel like there's no way the humor's better. It'll probably just be like at best you could ask for is the same, but I guess we'll have to see.
Yeah.
Sir Ireland raised me to be a true knight, not with sword or lance, but with honor.
I just love this shot. It's just
Yeah. Well, it's isn't the sun supposed to be setting too? Or am I crazy?
yes, it
They
is
probably
supposed.
it's probably just for visibility.
Yeah, I think it is supposed to be setting at this point, but it probably is for visibility. And like, who knows? Maybe like they'll show a little more in the actual trailer, like when he walks away. Like the way I would imagine them doing it is he buries him, then after he's putting the dirt on him, like that's when the sun comes up.
Yeah. I'm just hoping that we do see it go down because like in the books it starts with the sunset and it begins with the sunrise
Mhm.
as Dunk is moving from one transition to another.
So peak. So I'm happy you caught that. I didn't catch that. That's cool.
No, it's so good.
And I swore that I
Yeah, there you go. See, like right here, it's even.
Yeah.
would.
Yeah, and that's why I'm hoping we just see the sunset and then it cuts to morning and that's when he makes his choice.
What's this? It's a hedge knight, ain't it? What? It's like a knight, but sadder.
We're not sad.
Yeah, that's a little forced. That's definitely like
Yeah.
definitely a little forced. I'll give you that. Like it doesn't ruin my experience. Like if this was a real watch, I'd probably just be like, little chuckle.
Yeah. That was one that stood out to me because it felt like them distinctly trying to get a laugh out of me, and I didn't really find it funny. I was kind of disappointed because I was like, oh, is the trailer gonna try to quickly and like comedically explain what a knight is? And then like it didn't really try. It's like a knight but sadder.
Yeah, I really hope that they draw the humor from the characters and not like comedic relief characters. Like I want the humor to come from
Yeah.
interactions.
Yeah, because that's where almost all comes from in the books. It's just the characters being themselves.
I would say like one of the funniest moments that we see in this trailer is, and this is like very light spoilers, but it doesn't matter. We see it here, is when Dunk like just wanders into the hall and is just in the middle of like one of the most, I would say what the most important meeting in the Seven Kingdoms, and it's just like, uh, it's like, what
Yeah,
do
I
I
hope he just
do?
stumbled. Yeah, he just stumbles headfirst into literally everything.
Search.
If I could call myself a champion, some great house might take
That
me into
like
its service.
here, can we go back?
Sure.
Just like that little stand, like
This or no further back.
no, yeah, further back,
This
like the
okay.
little pavilion or whatever. Yeah, like just seeing all this stuff, like I don't, you can. It'd be funny if I was wrong, but I'm gonna take a bet that I'm not. You can just tell, like when it's physical, like when it's practical, like
Mhm.
everything does look just more real because there's actually no doubt in your mind, and you can tell. I can tell from looking at this, they actually built like the pavilion underneath them, which I don't know. It's always nice to see. I feel like that's something that really sets HBO's production apart. Is this really like good blend of practical and then doing what they literally can't with CGI?
Yeah, it definitely makes the stories feel more grounded, which is even cooler considering this is like a fantasy series where like a lot of things aren't grounded and it catches a really amazing stride with that. I for some reason I imagine that Makar was taller. I don't know why. I feel like Makar would be huge. Um, I don't know.
I pictured him a bit plumper, but I can't really get a good look at him from here.
It's just the
He could
fan
be.
arts. If you ever see the Makar fan arts that people post to Tumblr, he's just like drawn as the most chattish, good-looking, jacked dude ever. Just so
Oh,
funny.
honestly, that's probably better. Considering what happens, that would
Hmm
kind of explain why it happens as an accident.
It,
Also,
it,
I want to say.
mhm.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, you.
I was gonna say, I'm noticing some sun imagery, which I want to say is them harkening back to like the Dornish heritage. Because like you can see at the very bottom, like under
Hmm
the gate, there's a little sun there, and then you can also see on the like the braziers on either side. Yep, up there too. I didn't even see that one, but
hmm
yeah, the little suns all around it.
That's cool. That's a. How did you even notice that? That's sick.
I just kept looking at the picture. It just looks so good.
Yeah, it does. And sunflowers, yeah.
Yes. Oh my god.
Yeah, we love good visual storytelling. We love to see it.
It's amazing.
I also like how area like you see all of the other Targaryens, right? They're dressed in like dark green and black. It's like nothing really. I can play
I
the
could
second
call
book
my
here, but yeah, you see like nothing crazy. Like some red here, Aerion Bright Flame, whole chest out, red. That's sick.
Mm. Yeah.
That's but
And
and
you
that
just get like a little there's like a little sash, I think, with Baylor. Like he has just a tiny, like the tiniest bit of red hanging off of him.
hmm
I
it
think that's
definitely
Baylor.
yeah, definitely this is Baylor right here. It definitely leans into the like how Aerion light spoilers, but I think people already know this is like a very pompous Targaryen and very bratty. So we'll see. Okay.
myself a champion, some great house might take me into its service. Perhaps even House Targaryen.
Targaryens.
Let's go back. I want to see which was. All right. I guess nothing really to say about this scene. Nice fit, I guess. Oh, I like how the hand is like wrapping. That's cool.
Yeah. Is that like kind of looks like scales.
Yeah, that's cool. Cool. Very. I mean, I like it. I think I like it better in the head like the novella where it's just like a little pin or whatever it is. I forget what it's like, but it's still cool.
Yeah, I like seeing all the like different iterations of the same stuff like over the years. Like seeing like the necklace like Kristen Cole wore into battle, like made of
hmm
all those hands. It's
That's so
really cool, all
sick.
the like little stuff that they draw out of it.
Agreed.
Targaryens. They're incestuous aliens.
I feel like that's one of the first times someone in a TV show has called the Targaryens goes for being incestuous.
Yeah, also aliens, like that's kind of a I'm sure it's accurate, but that word kind of jumped out to me. I don't know if anyone in A Song of Ice and Fire has referred to them as that. but kind of the acknowledgement that they're foreign.
Yeah, I mean they're foreign to the continent, and then beyond
Yeah.
that, they're just so like they're so weird compared to the rest, like compared to most people. But I mean, I don't know, it's cool. I think Ariane Brighton looks
And
sick.
tyrants.
Oh,
Yeah. I really like this version of armor. I wasn't a huge fan of the way like Damon's looked in the tournament at House of the Dragon. It looked kind of like plasticky for some reason. This just looks like straight up metal, and it looks like it's still ornate, but it doesn't look like completely impractical.
yeah, Damon's looks so impractical and over the top. It looks ridiculous, to tell you the truth. Well, this looks like
Yeah.
metal as shit. This looks like, okay, that's cool, and it looks like it works, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
Sir Duncan the Tall. Arion would like your head.
Arion is so well casted. So well casted. Man.
I already hate him.
I already just, not gonna spoil, but Dunk has a line at the end of the novella one where he's just like, "Oh, I want to do this so badly, and I already want to do that to this guy." All right.
Little knight.
And so,
I mean, his armor just looks incredible.
Yeah. Also, the come out, little knight.
Mhm.
Just him trying to put himself above Dunk when it's like Dunk is anything but little.
Dunk is like a foot taller than him.
Yeah, and then he proves by the end that he's a better person too in every way and the better combatant.
I really like how his like top of his helm, it's like flames and scales combined.
Yeah.
That's sick.
It kind of yeah. Yeah.
I ask you again, how good a knight are you?
I'm sorry. Can we go back real quick to the armor?
Oh, sure, yeah. I
I
thought
just
you were...
noticed the shoulder pads, they have like kind of a webbed wing look to them. I really like that.
That's dope. And like it kind of blocks an opening too, because it means you can't like
Yeah.
slash this way to get in between.
Oh, I didn't even mean that part.
you-
I meant I mean like down here. I don't know how to. There's no way for me to point. Right there, yeah. Your mouse is basically over it, but that edge, like how that it looks like kind of
Oh, that's
wings, like
cool.
wrapping
Yeah,
over
that's
his shoulder.
sick. That's so cool. What?
That looks awesome.
Ariane Brightflame's armor is dripped out, I will say.
I ask you again, how good a knight are you?
That's
think
a
of that
great
look?
line. Oh, the look that he gives back to that line?
Yeah. What do you think of that look?
He looks angry for some reason. I don't know if it's just because his eye is kind of covered by his brow on the side,
Mhm.
but it looks like he's like kind of mad, which I don't know if that's appropriate.
I read this more, at least I remember reading it more, as him just like upset than angry, like distraught than angry, kind of confused in a way. But I think this could just be the angle of the shot, because like this eye fits that. This eye, oh, he looks pissed.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like it could just be the brow, the way it's covering.
I think it is.
So yeah, he just. If you like cover just that side of his face, it looks like the right expression. And then if you covered the other side of his face,
It's like, oh man,
yeah,
mad.
I just did it with my hand, and yeah, it's literally one side just looks like contemplative and perhaps worried, maybe a little annoyed, and the other side looks like he's about to kill him.
Yeah. Oh, what a
Oh,
walk!
I was gonna say real quick, the actual line itself is fucking great when he asks how good of a knight are you, because like I said, Dunk's gonna prove what kind of person he is by the end of the story, and better yet, I don't know, actually, yeah, that probably would be a spoiler, but yeah, there's another aspect to it.
It's a great line. It's a great line.
Yeah.
Bro looks huge from that angle. Oh, like
Yeah.
that's a really I mean the actor who plays Dunk, is he's a big guy. He's like 6'5", but in this shot, like they really make him look like he's 7 foot and huge.
Oh, I was gonna ask,
Hmm?
do you think they're gonna age him up? Because he does not look 17 to me, and it doesn't look like they're trying to make him look 17.
I think they're gonna make him like 20.
Yeah,
I would say
that'd be
20.
my guess too. I kind of wish they didn't, but I guess I get it.
I mean, No, he does not. He does not look 17. But if you told me he was 20, I'd be like, oh, that's a big 20-year-old. But I think I could buy
Yeah.
it. You know?
Yeah, but if you told me he was 17, I'd just call you a liar.
Yeah. If you told me he was 20 or 27, I'd believe both.
Yeah.
Oh, this shot's so.
You
I
know the-
love the mud.
Yeah. Also, this will actually be really cool because, you know, a big complaint that people have with like the other shows is how like gray and like washed out they are. So much of this show looks like it's going to be like green and like brighter and colorful. And then the tournament is actually going to be like a contrast to that, where we're going to be rolling around in the muck and the mud and everything's going to be like really washed out to kind of emphasize almost the warlike aspect of it, how unnecessary everything is.
It's gonna go from whimsical to what the fuck is going on?
Yeah,
Uh,
like that balance you were talking about, just that like harsh reminder, like this is Westeros.
the um the head showrunner said at Comic-Con that like this field they shot it so many times, they're just so filled with like so much shit, and there were bees sticking to the fake blood. So a lot of the brutality that we're going to be seeing in this tournament, it's like this wasn't easy for the actors to do. This was actually a very difficult thing to pull off. And George again said at Comic-Con that he set the goal for the director to show him the best on-screen jousting he's ever seen, and I think we might actually get it, which is awesome.
Yeah, I'm really Also, yeah, we'll get to the camera movements pretty soon, but like the cinematography for the fight scenes and the choreography looks like it is a step up from almost everything we've seen before.
It's excellent. Let's see.
Wise to run. Won't they kill me if I run?
Want to kill you anyway.
That's honor!
Hold on, I wanna go back to that. Let's just
Yeah.
hold on. Where is it? Dude, look at how menacing bro looks.
Yeah. And I love it too because like it's like classic villain colors, but it's perfectly fitting because those are just the Targaryen colors.
Yeah, it's awesome. And then I'm gonna try and play the whole line here.
Deserted! The noble houses of Westeros! And there no true knight among you!
I mean, they're just locked, right? They're just locked with
Yeah.
that. Oh, I like.
Everyone's just in awe.
I can't say anything about that scene or anything that transpires because of that speech, because it
Yeah.
was just like it is the spoiler for the Hedge Knight. But I mean, perfection. There's nothing else I could say. It's so well acted, so well directed. It's the heart. That monologue is the heart of the entire story, and he absolutely killed it.
Yeah. I'm really looking forward to it. Also, we should scroll back a little bit. I was curious. I don't remember what is Egg doing where he's like running with the lance. I don't remember him actually like I don't I'm trying to have yeah, I have no memory of him doing anything like that in the books.
Before we get that, look at this explosion. Like, I just want to.
Oh, when the lances break.
Yeah, I want to. Hold on. I want to put this on playback speed. Oh my god! Can I get this at the perfect timing? Hold on.
Deserted!
Yo.
Oh.
Oh my god. This guy just exploded.
No!
It's crazy
Yeah.
to think people actually did that shit.
that is like, I mean, you're essentially taking the force of a car, bringing it to a point, and just hitting someone square in the chest with it. Like, what?
Yeah. That's why there's a moment in Mystery Night. I won't say what it is, but there's a moment in Mystery Night that absolutely floored me. I was like, no fucking way.
Yeah. I thought a very specific character was down for the count.
Yep.
This kid, and with Egg doing this, I have no idea what bro's doing. He's getting ready to
Yeah,
fly
like
with
it,
Appa.
it makes it seem like he's like already kind of squiring, like he's running a lance out to the battlefield for somebody, but I can't really tell what's going on.
I can't remember either.
Westeros!
Skip a little bit ahead to where we were.
But yeah, like oh my god, that shot where the horse rides by and he gets like lanced right off of it.
Westeros!
Oh my.
Like oh my god, dude. I will say I don't know how is that Dunk? That's got to be Dunk himself. I don't know. I don't think a normal
No, that's not
statured
Dunk.
person.
That's not Dunk.
Fuck, that's not even Dunk. Who is it? Whoever this is, they have to be like. I feel like you would need so much fucking strength because he like barely flinches and he just takes this guy right off of his horse.
All right.
Like, is this even
I
possible?
know.
This is like,
Hold
this is like
on.
some Superman shit.
I know who it is. I'm 90% sure I know who it is. Just from I can't say who it is though, but we were talking about something very specifically about this character, like 20 minutes ago, about something you spotted, and I want you to look around at this image, and you'll know what I'm talking about.
Oh shit. Oh, I think I know exactly what you're talking about. Is it the? Well, I can't.
I,
I think I know what
sent
you're
you a
talking
message.
about.
I just DM'd you.
Okay, sweet. Let me.
Which, if that is him,
Sorry.
that makes perfect sense.
Yep.
And we also know. All right, everyone who doesn't have spoilers, turn your ears off for a quick second, or skip like forward a minute, because I just have
Actually,
to say that.
do we want to? Do we just want to do a spoiler section now that we're far enough?
Yeah, I guess this is gonna be spoilers. This, I think this is Baelor because it matches
Yeah.
like that dagger you were talking about with the moonstone. It looks like this is like the same color. I know like his armor is different in the comics. They might just be shifting the armor to differentiate him from Arion more, which is fine. But I know Baelor runs shit down in the tourney, and then I think this might be no, hold on.
That's not Arion. I think it's what's the other one? Is it Dayron or whatever?
Yes, because the Kingsguard are right here. This is Kingsguard 1 and Kingsguard 2. So this is him, yeah, riding down the other one. I think you're right.
Okay.
Which could explain the placement of this. Because like you see, you see that he gets him like low, which wouldn't be fatal, really. Like he doesn't hit him in the chest or in the head. And he knows at this point, Baelor knows that I forget I forget his name. I got to reread, but the other Targaryen fighting for Aeron doesn't actually want to fight, which I think that could be what's happening.
Maybe, yeah. My only worry would be it just seems like it would take so much strength for someone to ride by on their horse and for you to knock them off with your lance and you not somehow like get sent to the ground from the recoil, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like he homie plants himself like a tree. He just absolutely destroys this guy.
You'd have to be monstrous.
That's why that's why like I kind of just assumed immediately like this has to be Dunk. Like this is like crazy levels of strength. Or maybe honestly, I kind of wish they could have just because like they have that lances kind of have that counterweight in the back. You could have had him like plant the back of the lance in the ground a little bit. That way, the idea was that the lance was taking the force and it was just propped up against the ground. That would have helped.
It does look sick, though.
It still looks fucking. It looks. Yeah, I was gonna say it still looks amazing.
It does look cool though. Continue.
And there no true knights among you!
I'll just skip a little bit ahead, just to.
Was that ill-handled? Right, yeah.
Like I think that's funny. I think just them interacting is good. So.
Yeah.
Is that everything? That's everything.
That's it.
So what are we thinking about the trailer?
Excited. The vibes are immaculate. I will say since Arcane season 2, I just tell myself every time like you don't know until you actually watch it how it's going to turn out. But I will say the vibes are immaculate, so I'm very hopeful.
I would be very stunned if it wasn't fantastic and wasn't one of the best seasons we've gotten from an adaptation of Song of Ice and Fire. I'd be very shocked.
I would be surprised if it was like bad, to be honest. I don't expect it to be like anywhere approaching like disappointing. I just do wonder how it's going to hold up to like, is it going to be as good as like season 1 of Game of Thrones, or is it going to be more like kind of season 4-ish, like where it's going to land on the spectrum of quality?
Yeah, I mean,
Especially, I'm kind of scared for Sworn Sword because like it was super exciting to hear like we only have to wait a year, but it's also like I, I if it's gonna come out a little worse, I would rather they take their time.
I mean, we're going to spoilers for like the future now. I have no fear for Sworn
Yeah.
Sword, only because it's such a simple story. Like it takes place in like 4 locations, you know, um, and it just really is incredibly simple. Like the ending of the Sworn Sword is just a 1v1, which they could do. They could shoot that in a day easily, you know.
Yeah.
My biggest worry with the Sworn Sword is actually going to be the public perception, because I know a lot of people might be disappointed by Night of the Seven Kingdoms just because there's no dragons, which I find stupid as hell. But compared to the Sworn Sword, the Hedge Knight is filled with stuff like fighting and stuff, and I just don't see the average HBO like Game of Thrones watcher who still likes Game of Thrones enjoying the Sworn Sword without just calling it boring. Honestly.
You might be right. Honestly, though, I will say I'd probably say the same thing about Hedge Knight, though. Like, it's kind of a lower stakes. There's the cool, like, tourney at the end, but a bulk of the story in both of them is mostly, like, kind of set up. Like, it's
Mm-hmm.
all, like, calmer. It's way more tame.
That is
Um,
true.
I don't know. I don't know if people would have a harder time with Sworn Sword than they would with Hedge Knight. I'd have to, but that could just be my bias. Because when I listen to Hedge Knight and then Sworn Sword right after, I liked Hedge Knight quite a bit, but I like loved Sworn Sword immediately. Like I
Mm-hmm.
immediately started listening to it again because I wanted to catch everything.
Yeah, I guess we'll just have to cross that bridge when we get there. But all in all, I guess that's where we can kind of end the breakdown. I feel like we covered everything we could. And as far as plans for the TV show, we're going to be doing, at minimum, weekly breakdowns for that as well, correct?
Yeah,
All right. So that'll be there.
get excited.
Get, get excited. All right. Thank you all so much for watching, and I hope to catch you in the next one. Anything you want to say, Samwamba, before we conclude?
Uh, nope. Adios, everybody.
Adios.